Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Colorado Rockies.
Black clouds follow my shadow, feeding off all my sins, waiting time to hunt me down. I walk alone in the unknown. Too late to realize
pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about set to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Juan Delgado. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Sends it to Tolia. 1 out in the top of the first. Okay, let's check out the lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Taylor Walls.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
The other way. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Mike Trout in the box now. No balls and a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Shanuel over at first with 1 away. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, when you swing through that one breaking ball that puts you up against the ropes with 2 strikes, you think he's either going to double up or try to blow a fastball by you with the next pitch. Right there, he snapped off another curve, and it was the same result as the pitch before.
Jorge Soler up at the plate.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set.
No, that's a ball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
In the dirt. To second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Angels go quietly there, and now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. There's no score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Jose Soriano.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
So in now for Colorado, Ahmed Rosario. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Rosario launched a homer in his most recent game. And that's in there at the knees.
1-1.
And that's in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And there's a ball.
2-2.
And that one way outside. Counts full, 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Now here's Nolan Jones.
Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 4 round trippers in the last 5 games.
And that's in there for strike 1. Rosario on the move. Right side. Mateo throws to first in time. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Seeing the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases. And so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs aren't a part of this game. They have to be very selective. Look for long pitch counts, grinding out at bats, and really barrels to the baseball, because it's a lot easier to jog around the bases than for these players to sprint.
Fastball is outside.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Right through there for a strike. Way inside. Gets away. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1 away with a runner at third. On the ground, Mateo fires over to first, but it's 1-0 as the run scores.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Lawrence Butler digs in now. Out towards left center. Taylor coming on. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that second inning set to go. And now it's the Angels cleanup batter. Jorge Soler. Delgado back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Soler, a former All-Star, batting in the cleanup spot. And he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Base knock center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
One ball, one
Squirts
strike.
away a little bit.
Two balls, one strike.
This one in the dirt. Runner at first with no outs here. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Two balls, two strikes.
Up and in, and it's 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it wasn't all whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Lead runner around second. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and they've tied it.
Everything came together for him. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat.
Swing and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 2-1. Jorge Mateo now. Way high with that one. Ball one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a...
Tovar on the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Toglia takes it to the bag. That ends the inning. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Here's Michael Toglia. And a swing and a miss there. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
That one misses, and a count 1-2.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike three. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
No ball. 1 strike.
Look out! And it hit him.
Hit by pitch. First base.
And now the DH, Harry Kirkland. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. And that is out of play. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Out to short. Walls. Handles. Throws to first. No chance at the double play, but the runner in motion. Ezequiel Tovar getting ready to hit. That misses, and that's ball one. Doyle at second with 2 down. Outside low, and the count now 2-0. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Trout sizing it up. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Curveball drops in there. Fastball is outside. Bunting for a hit. Bare hand has to hurry. Not in time. He's safe. And next for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel. There's a strike.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And down on strikes he goes. That K is his third of the game.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
And now it's even up. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. And that's 2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Angels 2 and the Rockies 1. As we go to the last of the third. Now the Rockies catcher, Luis Torrens. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by pitch to lead off the inning. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Ahmed Rosario, the next to hit, checks over to first, back safely. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. And ball 1. Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. And now a man into scoring position.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish. The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it, and it cost him.
Up the middle. In plenty of time to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In from third is the tying run. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
1 down, and here is Ryan McMahon. Fastball is outside. Top of the zone for a called strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Now move to first. Jones dives back in safely. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Backed off the plate that time. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's down and in.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Three-two. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
First and second, 1 out. Digging in, Lawrence Butler. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Walls over to second, and that's 2. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. 2-2. Back here at Coors Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Logan O'Hoppe. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And it's 0-2. Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Check swing, went around, and that's strike 2. Upstairs.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 1 out, base is empty. Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his 2nd double of the game.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Jorge Mateo, the next to hit for the Angels. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's off the wall. The run comes in from second. It's 3-2.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. Angels get 1 on this double. It's now a 2-ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Well, these Rockies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That catches the top part of the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And down on strikes. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Now back.
Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. Strike 1.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Next pitch misses way outside.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Lifted in the air, right field. And there are 2 down. Next to hit, Harry Kirkland. He's 0 for 1. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next offering is downstairs. 2 outs, base is empty. Next one in the dirt. And that's downstairs and outside. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And that chance handled. The throw to first. That is the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. And now Nolan Schanuel.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Ball 1 there.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Swing and a ground ball. Tolia to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. And now batting Mike Trout. 1 for 2. And that's outside.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
That clips the zone, and the count 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And that one misses up and in. And the count's full. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens. Soriano back to work. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Robert Stevenson preparing to come on if needed. Suarez getting loose as well. That one missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Walls throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Rosario in his 9th season, 30 years old now, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. Off the plate, now 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
The Rockies down by a run, last half of inning number 5. On the ground to third. And it gets by him.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And You'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Jones in the box now. Takes strike one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Quickly to second for one. Over to first, safe.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Fought off foul. Now the 0-1. And ball one. Jones leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hard hit right side. Throws to first. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Jorge Soler. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
O'Hoppe now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Smoked on the ground to second. Rosario tosses to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, third baseman David Fry.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Robert Stevenson taking over on the mound.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
Action in the pen down there. Ben Joyce up and throwing. Quijada getting cranked up as well. Next offering is in for a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Next to hit for the Rockies, Michael Toglia. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Swing and a ball popped up. And that is that. Top of inning number 7. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Out in front and foul to the left side. Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Mateo. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Taylor Walls, the next to hit for the Angels. Just missed.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
That's to third. McMahon toss to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Crow Armstrong in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7.
2-1.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-2.
Now pitching for the Angels.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ben Joyce.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Kirkland at the plate and takes high there.
For all these Rockies finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Ward pulls that one down, and there's 1 away. Ezequiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one inside. Look out.
Ball 2.
On a line out towards center. Hauls it in, 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Luis Torrens. And first offering is fouled off. That's to third. Fry boots it.
Didn't look to me like he got a great handle on the ball as it came out of his hand. Cold nights, not really fun to play in, and it makes it tough to hit as well. Makes it tough to throw, and might have played a factor right there.
Rosario, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Climb the ladder with that fastball. 0-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The tying run at the plate. Tied him up on a fastball inside. So no run.
Now pitching for the Rockies.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Randy Dobnak.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
And that one is lifted in the air. Butler makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Trout. Right through there for a strike. And that one is inside. Swing and a miss.
2.
Right through there, got him. And now 2 gone. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. And that's outside. In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground to third, and it gets by him. Logan O'Hoppe now at the plate. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And that misses. And 1-1. That one missing inside. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting third baseman,
First and second,
David Fry.
2 outs. So in now for the Angels, David Fry. And there's a foul ball. Soler at second, O'Hoppe at first, 2 out of the inning. 0-2. Ball 1 there. On the inside corner for called strike 3. So they strand.
Pitching for the Angels.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jose Quijada.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Jones at the plate now as he chases after that one.
No, that's a ball.
Fastball for a strike.
1-2.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next offering is down low. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden a pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Now at the plate, Lawrence Butler. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive and foul ball.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. And that one is inside ball 1. Foul ball. This one in the air. Tolia. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down. Here's the second baseman, Jorge Mateo. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground right side. Sends it to Tolia. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead. Walls stands in now and watches strike 1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. 2 outs. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
The pitch. Bounced up the middle. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw.
You know? Yeah, no question. Pitch kicks away. And now a man into scoring position. Runner at second, 2 down here in the top of the ninth. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Edwin Uceta.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Little chopper rolls foul. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 4-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Now here is Brenton Doyle. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And here is Harry Kirkland. That's in there. 0-1. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
1-run game, bottom 9. And a swing and a miss. 1 out. Ezequiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ezequiel Tovar.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
So the tying run at second just missed. Now a fly ball to right center. And there's two away.
Now batting, catcher, Luis Torrens.
So they're down to their final out. Now the Rockies catcher, Luis Torrens. Trying to deliver as the hero. Time called. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Rockies. Nick Allen. A critical at bat in this game for him. First offering misses badly for ball one.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
Pitch misses. Yeah, that's ball two. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. They're down to their final strike. Bottom of the ninth, down a run and tying run on second base. Just misses there.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Time is called here in a big spot. Maybe just reminding himself to breathe. Uceta is just 1 strike away. And a 3-2. Got him, and that's the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the
Here come the boogeyman. We doing the can't run the clock on American Bandstand. Flushing the pan, not a fan of the jam. Band sweating on the floor till we no longer stand. Hey, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Give me the girls and the cause I need all the things. Listen to damn, cause I'm neat. Either punk rock, bumble while you shuffle your feet. Up in the fast lane, guarantee the win in the rat race. Speeding down my home, I'm stuck in a bad place. Fat face, put sugar in the gas tank. Stuffing on my tailplate. My face, nothing to gain, no one to blame. It's always the same. You keep contain all of my game to keep up the fame. Whether I'm paid, whether I'm never amazed that I can die happily while you screaming my name.
What's the play ball? Take your base, ball 4.
Yeah.
Ball 4, take your base.
I think you know what I'm after. If you wanna get in, baby, give me the password. Let's go faster. Why does it always feel like I only go backwards? Got patterns, no way to escape this. this. Eyes wide shut, someone here will replace. You can't shake this, take this, fake it or make this. Feeling go away, you're in love with the
He's safe!
Feeling lonely, no one to call myself a now I'm over the homies. Not every kid should be getting a trophy. Phonies and cronies wanting to turn the bands only. Can't buy my love with paper or plastic. Just need to touch it, that's fantastic. This is classic practice, my little gymnastics. King the blast hits from the block of Jurassic.
Now pitching for the Rockies, number 78.
Your company, my sugar, feels like you only come around for me. My glass is never empty, you always fill it up to the tea, and I'm still just trying to understand. But is it my love that took you off the shelf now? Is it your love? Is it our love? Sets my soul on fire. Is it our love that takes me a little too higher? An empty glass is what I got. Mess is what I'm not. I'm just feeling good, trying to understand.
Play ball.
On the table, it's feeling like I'm unable to comprehend. I still don't understand. Is it my love? Took you off the shelf now. Is it your love? Make me dance by myself now. Is it our love that sets my soul on fire?
Started to swell, this VVS choke, I call it a trail. Bent over the tie, my monitor fell. Cloaking the vice on the rolls, it look like a beater. It's really a ghost in the shell. This brioche and toast in the world. The tarragon butter, moonwalk in the pen like the king of pop. Put on my pouch, got a Gucci Cox. I still cannot locate a city. The rat digits. I find get it. The fatty, the racid digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the racid digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the racid digits. I found a way to go get it. Yeah, I feel like Joe Horn. I like to score and play and set up another table for two. I step out on the shorty to pick up a pack from my Cartier buff. Excuse me a second. Don't really matter to Lord. Yo, I'ma turn to the furnace. Snubble hotel after candle at dinner. The room that we in is impeccably furnished. See a little daylight, I turn on the burners. Flip a switch for the because you cheer the spice strips. MS Supreme 98, size 11. I crush my feet like a vice grip. I couldn't find them in bigger. They match so perfectly with this new ghost. They're trying to call me a democracy rig. I get it, I get it. I take it back and I split it at Williamson. I'ma be back in a minute. I ran it up just to give me a monogram. One-on-one cast iron skillet. Way I've been raising my price. I'm grateful as ever cause it took a village. Way I've been a shorty, she think I'm a Hollywood villain. Happy to say that I'm no longer working with and I don't feel it. Needed a breath, so I bit on a bullet. I still got some cracks in my molars. Get on a flight at my Broward headquarters as soon as the weather get cold. 7 consecutive strikes like professional bowl. The fatty, the racid digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the racid digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the racid digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the racid digits. I found a way to go get it.
Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Colorado Rockies. John Shabia, play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. Singing, one of the stories in this one is a highly anticipated Major League debut, and all eyes will be on him as he gets the start on the mound.
I love watching pitching debuts at this level because there's no waiting around to see the rookie in action. You get thrown right into the deep end of the major league pool. He's center stage from the first inning on. So, like you said, Boog, there's no hiding at all. There's a ton of excitement about this kid's future, and he's about to face the best lineup of his life. So I'm excited to see how he attacks it.
Okay, all set to go. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Designated hitter, Jose Altuve.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
There's the strike, and this one is off and running.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one. Benitez, a big part of the storyline for us today. He's making his debut and hoping to carve out a valuable role in the mound with this ball club. That misses, and that's ball 3.
At this point, it doesn't matter if you're a first rounder or an undrafted free agent. All that matters once you reach this level is producing. Can you help your team get better? It's a big question. That said, you don't want to put too much pressure on your debut. I hope he's taking time to enjoy this experience today.
Jeremy Pena will hit next. Right side. Puts it away for the out. Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez.
Foul ball there. And that's in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Rosario 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting in this one, Christian Javier. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
And that one fouled off. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and he'll make it safely for a leadoff double in the bottom of the first.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and the batter now, Nolan Jones. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That's towards center. Hamilton hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Hard on the ground to first, and he handles it himself for the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Lawrence Butler.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
That clips the corner. Two outs. On the ground, right side. And that one handled to first. And that's the inning. Back here in Denver, and now it's Christian Walker. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Walker measures 6 feet even, 210 pounds, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. And he grounds one back up the middle, base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And a good start to the inning. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. That one ripped. And foul ball. That one fouled off. Just off the inside corner. Gonna count 1-2. Walker gets his lead at first with nobody out.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Goes down looking, and that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting the ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
To second, there's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Up the middle. Sends it to Tolia, and that is the third out of the inning. So the Astros lead one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Michael Toglia. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Inside. And the count is 1-1. Our plate umpire, Freddie Ferguson. That one drifts inside.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
That one misses. And the count is 3-1.
3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Right side, hard hit. And quickly one away in the second. Brenton Doyle digs in now. That one
ball,
misses.
no strikes.
1-0. 1 out, base is empty. That one hit to right. Horn sizes this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2. Harry Kirkland digging in for the Rockies. 2 hits yesterday. 1 was a home run. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. Rockies are down. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion. I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
That one is absolutely belted, and it looks like trouble. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Late swing, fouled off.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog. In 2023, he became the fastest player to reach 2,000 career hits, 200 home runs, and 200 stolen bases.
Now this one gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. The throw in, not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got an RBI triple.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Right-hander kick steals. That one the other way. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Out of here.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Walker batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. And it's 1-1. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit. Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
That's a base hit, so a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. First offering, and it just misses.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing.
Runner on the go. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And it's caught for the out. Stepping in, Isaac Paredes. First pitch misses. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Javier back to work. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Luis Torrens digging in for the Rockies. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. And a base hit up the middle. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Ahmed Rosario. He had a leadoff double in the bottom of the first. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one carrying, and it's into the bleachers, out of here. A 3-run homer, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 4-3. So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Jones, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And another ball.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
There's a swing and a miss. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here in the last half of the third.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Into center field. That'll fall for a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Now batting, right fielder.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Rockies, Lawrence Butler. He's 0 for 1. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. Tying run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Pena at second for 1. To Walker, and that's 2. Rockies edging closer with this shot. It's now start of the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Out front, rip foul.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability.
Runner on the move. That one hooked foul. And a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Foul ball still 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Jones sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away. Well, they've been able to get to the rookie a little bit here in his debut. That's something to be expected, even for someone with a runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Throw to second.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit-and-run call from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And misses inside. And now a flare into left. And foul ball. What a stop. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Astros 4 and the Rockies 3. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Mike. That one missed.
That's a ball. 1-0.
And that's downstairs. Ball 2.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
And there's a ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. Flied to right his first time. That one finds the zone. And that's strike 1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Move to first. And he's back safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Runner at first with no outs here. That's hard hit on the line. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So The go-ahead run in scoring position. Kirkland getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Line drive, and this might be trouble. One runs in, the second run scores, and it's now 5-4, a two-run double.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter, so no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Ezequiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Headed towards the corner. Horn on his way over. Snags it on the run. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out. Here's the catcher to hit, Luis Torrens. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And there's a strike.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Strike 2.
Kirkland stands at third with one gone in the inning. The pitch gets away. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate. And the runner stays where he is. So the batting order turns over. So in now for Colorado, Ahmed Rosario. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed.
No, that's out.
Two runs across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Drops into the glove, and that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this two-run double. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Back after this on the show. We go to the top of the fifth, and now the DH, Jose Altuve. Altuve, a guy who loves the first pitch, that time taking, and it's 0-1.
Well, these Astros, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+.
There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Next to hit, Jeremy Pena. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Now a relay to third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out. Stepping in the long ball threat, Yordan Alvarez. In there for strike one. And delivers outside.
That's the ball.
Check swing, called strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Tying run and scoring position, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Huge strikeout there. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Rosario tosses the first. And that is that. So they work around the leadoff double. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Rockies 5 and the Astros 4. Back Back here at Coors Field, we head to the bottom of the fifth. At the plate, Nolan Jones. Jones, 27. Years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
All these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate or swings at pitches outside the zone is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. And 1-2.
Inside.
Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. That's out to center field. Hamilton sizes this one up. He's got it. There's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that one is off the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay and in there with a double off the wall.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
So runner at second, 2 down. Next for Colorado, Michael Toglia. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Butler stands at second with 2 gone. Fouled off to the right.
One and 2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. I think the key. Back here in Denver, new inning getting started. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Now pitching for the Rockies.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first.
68.
And he went around.
Randy
Just enough that time.
Dobnak.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
On the ground. Tosses to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. And now Isaac Paredes. That one ripped right center field, and no one can get there. And that's going to roll to the wall. Around first, digging for two. The relay throw in there safely.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
That's the ball.
Just missed.
1-1. One ball, two strikes.
With the tying run at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Popped up. Rosario in position. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
And good defensive play prevents a run from scoring right there.
And next to hit for Houston, Sherwood Horn. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Runner at second, 2 down. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Paredes up to third on the wild pitch. On the corner for a strike. Now 2-1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2 outs. Got him. That's out number 3.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Luke Jackson.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Doyle now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a drive, deep right field, way back there. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the catch for the out. 1 down. Harry Kirkland digging in for the Rockies. Tap foul at the plate. Kirkland with a homer in his last game.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
On the ground out to short, and that squirts through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. 1 for 2. Throw to first, and he's back in safely. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Runner takes off. Swing and a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play.
Catcher, Luis
Now a chance for Luis Torrens. In the air, left side. Alvarez in position. And he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the batter now, Quincy Hamilton. Ripped, but it curls foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. 0-2 now. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Next is the designated hitter, Jose Altuve. And the first offering is not close. And that's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now here is Jeremy Pena. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Outside low, and it's 1-2.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Rockies 5. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yency Almonte.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Brian Abreu getting ready to go. King also throwing. That's in for a strike.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Off the mark there. 2-1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And now 2-2. And that's down and away. And right back to the mound. Sends it to first. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. So digging in, Nolan Jones. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one not close. Now 1-2. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Ryan McMahon digging in for the Rockies. 1 for 3. Throw over to first. Jones back on a dive. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. And a foul ball. Runner goes again. This one ripped, but foul to the right. The 0-2. Runner on the move again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runner goes again. Got him swinging. Go to second. Out there. And that. Back in the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Dobnak back to work. Fought off foul. Late swing, foul to the left. Chop to the right side. Tolia steps on first for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And that one ripped to left, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Late swing, fouled off. Out to short, Tovar. Throws across the diamond, and a couple of quick outs. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Butler brings it in, and that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brian Abreu.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Butler now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end, trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. That's a little bit low. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man at first. Michael Tolia digging in for the Rockies. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back. Leaping, and it's gone. That one barely got out of here. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-4. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boom, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. First pitch swinging. Abreu in his 6th season. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. He swings and fouls one off. Oh, 2 now. Hard hit to third. Whips it to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting.
Next for the Rockies is the DH, Harry Kirkland. Swing and a miss.
No balls, 1 strike.
And that is out of play. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next pitch is outside. And that just misses.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Stays alive. On the ground to third, and it gets by him.
Now batting.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Ezequiel Tovar. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. And that's in for a strike. And now 2-1.
2-1.
Moved to first. And he's back in there. Now he breaks his bat. 2 down. Now the Rockies catcher, Luis Torrens, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
It's 0-1.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Out to short, Pena. Sends it across to first. Inning over. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. We go to the ninth. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Now pitching
that's fouled
for the
off.
Rockies. Number 78.
To third. McMahon fires over to first. Now 1 gone in the ninth.
Now
Brendan Rodgers up next for the Astros. Right through there for a strike. The Stros trailing by 3 here at the top of the ninth. Just missed. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-1. And that drops in for a strike.
2-2.
Hit on the ground to short. Tovar zips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Horn in the box now. No balls and a strike. The Astros down to their final strike. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Rockies take the series opener here at home. Benitez with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
I feel like Joe Moore. I just go on a plane and set up another. Take off 2 hours to shorty.
Glasgow, representing that first and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. Landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a lisp like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it. Branded, since the first kick flip, he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit. Cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push and coast. My man got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet, been on killing himself, is what his mama said. But he was feeling himself, got a little more swag in his style. Met his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. Love is what was happening to him now. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these aerials and varials, and I don't think this board is strong enough to carry two. She said, bow, I weigh 120 pounds. Now, let me make one thing clear, I don't need to ride yours, I got mine right here. So she took him to a spot he didn't know about, some odd in the apartment parking lot. She said, I don't normally take dates in here. Security came and said, I'm sorry, there's no skating here. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just lovers intertwined with no place to go. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push, yeah, and coast. Yeah, swanky. Yeah, before he knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB dunks. They would push till they couldn't skate no more. Office building lobbies wasn't safe no more, and it wasn't like they wasn't getting chased no more. Just the freedom was better than breathing, they said. An escape route they used to escape out when things got crazy. They needed to break out. They head to any place with stairs, any good grinds, the world was theirs. And they four wheels would take them there until the cops came and said there's no skating here. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just rebels without a cause with no place to go. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come roll with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push. Swanky.
Been someone's lover, someone's other love. My mother was her son. I've been a rambling man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Young man, I was you, almost don't look like it's true, but young man, I was new and I was green. Been a long time spent when you're hustling for rent. Gonna end up looking like me. Been someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I've been a man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. pursuit. I scale the mountains, I sail the sea, and all that searching led back to me. Then someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son, I did a man, the man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I folded, I've been sold it, and I had my share of fun, and now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Yeah, handing me the keys to the kingdom. I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep in the middle of an ocean. You know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep in the middle of an ocean. You know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. I'm a Mac, little baby, know it's a fact. Los Angeles in my lap, my belly still in the trap. I really be spitting bars, got thinking I rap. I'm hanging out with the stars, still can't relax, even in these foreign cars. I'm rolling around with the, when I hit hard. Permission to make, I need a round of applause. I might settle for that, had to break a couple laws, put my city on the map. You think you beat the up, but you didn't make her. Even if you made her, she ain't never coming back. Play it like you couldn't call it, it's just something that you lack. Michael Jack, got Billie Jean talking bad behind your back. She can roll with me, it's a lucky day. And the gang, we at Saks, leaning in and spinning racks. Representing is a trend, I don't see no end to that. Where you at? If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep in the middle of an ocean. You know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep in the middle of an ocean. You know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me.
They told me slowly is the fastest way to get where you wanna be. So I ease to a steady speed. Let that breathe, no push stop. Give me keys to that blue Impala, this the good part. When you're living everything you thought of. I know single mothers who rather teach their sons how to squabble. No killers who became good fathers who raise their daughters. Look now, AP, I'm 50 for my keys. Las Vegas residency, I brought the two of them me. The good part is father and father. I know it might look hard, but baby, nothing is out of your reach. Grab it and I'll be if they gon' take it from me. Passion is what I had before in the grand.
She can roll with me, it's a lucky day. Got up and the gang.
We have Saks and some dirty vans, blowing fans out, but I'm still, that's the price of gas.
If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep in the middle of an ocean. You know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep in the middle of an ocean. You know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me.
Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster. Todas se me riman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster. Pa' su postre, entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pega, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pega, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. El abuso, si sale un cheque, mis perros están buzos. Me sobran los recursos y cuando traboneamos la hablo sucio. Lealtad siempre promete, me afila el machete. La tengo arañando las paredes, facturando esmeralda verde. Todos los semáforos luz verde. Entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pega, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. No imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pega, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. No imaginas lo que te espera. Arte Mona Lisa, por mi cama se desliza. No me avisa, sus cheras hacen fila. Son unas bandidas, buscan que la les bendiga. Soy el dembow killer, dueño en la maquila. Liche en la valija, más el edit. Fotos tienen fija. Las babies en los números se fijan. Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster. Todas se me riman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster. Entro el dueño de la aldea, espera. Gamaliel, International Flow. John Gama, dando de la mata. Desde el valle las hamacas. Salvi, si les tomas es que les está dando vértigo. Viendo para acá arriba.
Antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba pa' ti, pero ya no. Pero ya no, pero ya no. Antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba pa' ti, pero ya no. Pero ya no, pero ya no. Conmigo ya no tienes break. Ya no quiero de tu amor fake. Ya no estoy pa' ti. Ya no estoy pa' ti. Conmigo ya no tienes break. Ya no quiero de tu amor fake. Ya no estoy pa' ti. Ya no estoy pa' ti. Ahora en todas las redes me sigue. Sorry mami, no me hostigue. Pero como ya no se consigue. Tú fueras mi J-Lo, yo Tale Rodríguez. Pero ahora me gusta otra sicaria que vive por Bayamón. A mí ya no me cachas, yo no soy un Pokémon. Tengo a otra que se joda el camón. No quiero que me llores, no vengas con el dramón. No, que ya no estamos pa' los tiempos de la high. Hace rato que te dije bye. Gracias por el apoyo, baby, gracias por el like. Yo estoy con 5 cubanos y 4 en Moscay. Me compré una Hayabusa y no te voy a dar una ride. En verdad prefiero contigo, no me enfango, no voy a manchar la guay. Si no te gusta, sorry, esa es la que hay. Porque antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no.
Now pitching for Colorado, number 43, Anthony Molina.
Pero ya no.
Play ball.
Se refleja en tu mirada la noche tú y yo.
Now pitching for Colorado, number 68, Randy Dobnak.
I got this fire burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin. Every day a new version of me, a third of me demented, cemented in pain, juggling the pros and cons of fame. I don't know how to make friends. I'm a lonely soul. I recollect this isolation. I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling myself, trying to navigate the real and fake, cynical about the judgment day. I did past life regression last year and it f***ed me up. Reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus. Body after body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it back to Michigan in 1947. My father kicked me out the house cause I wouldn't listen to him. I didn't care about his influence, only loved what I was doing. Gifted as a musician, I play guitar on the ground level. The most talented where I'm from, but I had to rebel. And so I'm off in the sunset, searching for my place in the world. With my guitar up on my hip, that's the story unfurled. I found myself with a pocket full of money and a whole lot of respect. While the record business loved me, I was head of rhythm and blues. The women that fell to their feet, so many to choose. But I manipulated power as I lied to the masses. Died with my money, gluttony was too attractive. Reincarnated.
Now pitching for Colorado, number 38, Victor Vodnik.
Woman in the chitlin circuit, seductive vocalist, that's the promoter, hit the curtains. My voice was angelic, straight from heaven, the crowd sobbed. A musical genius, what the articles emphasize. Had everything I wanted, but I couldn't escape. had me in fetal position, restricted. Turned on my family, I went wherever cameras be. No private planes for my insanity. Self-indulged, discipline never been my sentiments. I needed to me and was like penicillin. Love, my happiness was in that. The melodies gave me hope when nobody's looking. My first assistant was a small town scholar, never did a till I got myself around her. My daddy looked at her the way he saw sin in me, pinched in me, reincarnated. My present life is Kendrick Lamar, a rapper looking at the lyrics to keep you in awe. The only factor I respected was raising the bar. My instincts sent material straight to the charts. My father kicked me out the house, I finally forgive him. I'm old enough to understand the way I was living. Ego and pride had me looking at him with resentment. I close my eyes, hoping that I don't come off contentious. I'm yelling, Father, did I finally get it right? Everything I did was selfless. I spoke freely when the people needed me, I helped them. I didn't.
Now pitching for Colorado, number 23.
When the money changed.
Son, you do well, but your heart is closed. I can tell residue that linger from your past creates itself.
Father, I'm not perfect, I got urges, but I hold them down.
But your pride has to die.
Okay, Father, show me how.
Tell me every deed that you done and what you do it for.
I kept 100 institutions paid.
Okay, tell me more.
I put 100 hoods on one stage.
Okay, tell me more.
I'm trying to push peace in LA.
But you love war.
No, I don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
Okay, then tell me the truth.
Every individual is only a version of you. How can they forgive when there's no forgiveness in your heart?
I could tell you where I'm going.
I could tell you who you are. You fell out of heaven cause you was anxious. Didn't like authority, only searched to be heinous. Isaiah 14 was the only thing that was prevalent. My greatest music director was you. It was colors, it was pinks, it was reds, it was blues, it was harmony and motion. I sent you down to earth cause you was broken. Rehabilitation, not psychosis. But now we here now. Centuries you manipulated man with music. Embodied you as superstars to see how you moving. You came a long way from garnishing evilish views.
And all I ever wanted from you was love and approval. I learned a lot, no more putting these people in fear. The more that word is diminished, the more it's not real. The more light that I can capture, the more I can feel. I'm using words for inspiration as an ideal.
So can you promise that you won't take your gifts for granted?
I promise that I use my gifts to bring understanding.
For every man, woman, and child, how much can you vow?
I vow my life just to live one in
Now pitching for Colorado, number 68, Randy Dobnak.
Then let's rejoice where we at.
I rewrote the devil's story just to take our power back. Carnated.
Now pitching for Colorado, number 23.
Sun setting in the background. What a way to set the scene. And we could take another lap round, but it wouldn't change a thing. Oh no, this ain't one of those where I kiss you when you go. Maybe we find each other somewhere down the road. 'Cause I'm over trying and making it right when I'm still getting these concussions. Throw my head against the wall. Turning up into something, make it everything my fault. But you got me top, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding now from screaming out your name. Find a place to put
Now pitching for Colorado, number 25, Kyle Freeland.
There's no way we're going back now. No, you ain't giving what I need. Yeah, that crowd was getting too loud. Screaming now, saying I'm not gonna be the one to pick throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, making everything my fault. But you got me caught, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding now from screaming out your name. Find a place to pull over, tears stain on your shoulder. 2 years is too long, still feel like I don't know you. You always wonder what it'd be like if I left. Take a look around, 'cause you're staring at the end.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Colorado Rockies. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes outcomes of games, Singy.
It's been incredible to watch, Boog. And once the starters hand over the ball, it's been practically game over for the opposition. That bullpen will likely play a major role in this one today, too.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go, and on the hill in this one, Juan Delgado. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this, every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark. In front of it.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hits the fence. Around second now, going for three. The relay, the tag, and he's out trying for three.
Really nice job of hitting right there, but you've got to be a better base runner than that and understand the situation. With nobody out, you've got to be able to shut it down, stay at second, keep yourself in scoring position instead of killing a potential rally.
Delgado, certainly one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and double-digit strikeouts are not out of the norm in his starts. One out, base is empty.
Yep, that ball went out.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
He wants to give the bullpen the day off and the defense behind him because he knows he can strike anybody out. And the way that hitters are swinging, they're trying to lift, trying to get the ball in the air. He's going to take advantage of that.
And it remains 2-2. There's a process too, right? The way he goes about setting up hitters.
Yeah, and he's coming right at you. He's going to get ahead in the count. And when you're a hitter and you find yourself 0-2, 1-2 with a guy who has 3 to 4 pitches that are nasty, you are very defensive. And he plays upon that, and many times he comes out on top.
Batting third.
Check out the Red Sox lineup. Singy, plenty of left-handed bats in this lineup against a righty on the hill.
Yeah, they're looking to ambush, and you wonder if it's going to lead to a big game for him or not. Certainly, it's a nice boost of confidence to think you can get to that pitcher on the mound with all those lefties in the lineup, and with that extra split second they have to react. We'll see how it shakes out here.
Pitch in the dirt, and a count even 1-1.
Ball, that's low.
2 outs, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 3. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Rips one to left. That's a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double. Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Man at second. And this one squirts away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Gets it to first, third out, so it's no runs. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab in this one, Garrett Crochet.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Now here's Nolan Jones.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
In the air, left field, Durant. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Batting third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the veteran third baseman, Ryan McMahon. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. McMahon matched a homer in his last game. That one to first. Cassis on to first. That's the inning. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Solid swing from start to end.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Abreu up to third on the wild pitch. No score here in the second. That one is absolutely belted. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be.
Ouch, that one got him. Here's the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boog, he's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So
out towards right center. That's well struck. This looks like extra bases. One run is in. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
In the dirt, but kept close. Well struck right field. And it hits the fence. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's a 2-0. And that one pulled foul.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That one is gone.